Hey, how are you? I am Chris Robin, aka at Detroit Beastie, here with Fantasy Six Pack to talk about Sunday Night Football. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers go to Dallas to battle the Cowboys. Kickoff is at 8:20 p.m. As it stands now, Tampa Bay minus about four points. You can maybe bump that up to 7.5. By the time we get to the end of this video, I got a whole deal. I think Tampa Bay wins this one, but by how much? Before we get into the video, make sure you get to the website at Fantasy Six Pack on Twitter or fantasy6pack.net. When you get there, look around, see what works best. It is the holiday season. We are on the absolute fast track to Christmas and the New Year's, and what better way to celebrate than treating yourself? Buy yourself a little gift. If you have all of your shopping done for your friends and family, it's time to look at yourself. Something nice is what I meant to say. Or if you haven't even started shopping, that's fine. Start with yourself. No matter what road you take, you always got to get yourself something nice. Now, when we look at this football game, Tampa Bay is at Dallas. Right now, the Bucs 8-6. With a win tonight, they can punch their ticket to the postseason. Still kind of a battle in the NFC South, given the fact that Atlanta has won today. So Atlanta 8-7, Tampa Bay 8-6. Obviously, you can do math, -1, +1. Tampa Bay wins tonight 9-6. They punch their ticket to the playoffs. Division, though, that's still up in the air. When we look at the Dallas Cowboys 6-8, has it been a disaster for them this season? Yes and no. I would, lean towards yes more than anything. But the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles lost today. Washington beat them, and then you have Dallas in their third spot in that division. So Cowboys, a lot of pride left to play for, and we know what they can do or what they will not do. So when we look at this game, it's simple and straightforward, right? I'm stacking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they win 28-13. Therefore, we have to look at the Dallas Cowboys as well. No stone unturned, something along those lines. So let's start with Baker Mayfield in Dallas. Dallas 29th overall against opposing quarterbacks. And again, Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield, they've been rolling as of late, and I see no reason why they let off the gas here tonight. 22-23 completions, around 250 yards, 2 touchdown passes, and you're looking at 3 to 4 carries for around 15 to 20 yards. As we move down the list, Sterling Shepard, Jalen McMillan. Jalen is a rookie, and you're going to say, well, Chris, I'm going to pop up another screen right now as I'm looking at you here talking. Well, Chris, why, if Baker is set to throw for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, why are we not going to bother with Mike Evans? I didn't say let's not bother with Mike Evans. Now I'm arguing with myself, counterpoint with myself. But Mike Evans, 15.5 on FanDuel. That's a whole heck of a lot of dough. He's more expensive than, let's say, CeeDee Lamb, who's $15,000. Baker, 14.5. Cooper Rush, 12,000. So it looks as though, actually it doesn't look as though, it is confirmed that Mike Evans is the most expensive player on the slate tonight. And that's fine. When we look at projections for him as well, I didn't plan on talking about him, but here we are. I'm arguing with myself, and I'm saying I'm going against my better judgment as I had a full script laid out for this video. Mike Evans, I'm talking myself into that. But again, Sterling Shepard, Jalen McMillan, let's start with those guys. I'll fix my hood, and we'll go from there. Sterling Shepard against the Dallas Cowboys, DST, Dallas 24th overall against opposing wide receivers, 4 to 5 targets, 3 to 4 receptions, around 40 yards, and I think Shepard finds the end zone. When we look at McMillan, 5 to 6 targets, 4 to 5 receptions, and he'll have 50 yards and a touchdown as well. You're going to say, well, Chris, you're getting a little loose with who you're giving touchdowns to. Well, that's the point, right? If I make this video and I think Tampa Bay hangs 28 points and Baker Mayfield throws for a pair of touchdowns, why wouldn't I pump up the players that I'm into? So let's get back to Mike Evans briefly. When we look at what he can do, dude's a sure first ballot Hall of Famer, right? But what does that do for tonight? When you look at Evans, as I said, 15.5 on FanDuel, he's going to get what? 6 to 7 targets, probably more than that, catch 5 to 6 passes. I wouldn't be shocked to see him put up 70 yards, but it's going to come down to that elusive touchdown. Is all of that worth it? And again, I know maybe you're not. I'm thinking it. I'm just projecting on you. Remember a few days ago when the Chargers played, and I go, I'm going to fade Gus Edwards for Kamani Vidal, and how stupid I looked. Gus Edwards wound up scoring twice. No one mentioned it, so thank you, but I look like a fool goal there. Granted, the final score the final score I projected was spot on. The point spread was spot on, but I missed on Gus Edwards. So do we make the same mistake tonight? Do we tempt fate, or do I tempt fate by fading Mike Evans? Probably yes. For me, for you, you're free and clear to do as you please. I'm rolling with Sterling Shepard and Jalen McMillan, but that just goes to show you how important Mike Evans is. If we're going to fade him, we're using two other grown men to take the place of one man, Mike Evans. So let's move on. When we look at CeeDee Lamb and Rico Dowdle, those are the other two players I'm looking at. And again, as I go down my list here, Baker, Shepard, McMillan, Lamb, and Dowdle. That's it. That's our lineup. And then, like our main lineup, and then you can mix and match from there. When we look at CeeDee Lamb, right, he's $15,000 on FanDuel. The matchup is pretty sweet. Tampa Bay, 23rd overall against opposing wide receivers. 10-11 targets, 6-7 receptions, around 75 to 80 yards. Get this, though. Tampa Bay allows 247.7 passing yards a game. 29th overall in the NFL. So Lamb is a must. And again, if you wanted to stack up CeeDee Lamb and Mike Evans, have at it. We're going to have, there's going to be the cabinet's going to be bare when we build the rest of our lineup. We're going to be stuck with players like Trey Palmer, Rakim Garrett, maybe even as I scroll down here, I have, who is it? There is no way. Ryan Flournoy to score, like a half a point or a point for Dallas. But again, Tolbert, Cavante Turpin, Trey Palmer, Rakim Garrett. Those are the guys we're going to have to use if we're going to stack up CeeDee Lamb and Mike Evans, and then you can mix and match the quarterbacks, Cooper Rush or Baker Mayfield. So it's what are we looking to do, and what kind of contests are you entering tonight? As I go down the list, Rico Dowdle, 14-15 carries, 75 to 80 yards. He's been on a tear as of late. He's got 392 total yards on the ground over the last 3 games. But Tampa Bay, as I look here, they're 12th overall against opposing running backs. Tampa Bay allows just 109.2 yards a game, good enough for 11th in the NFL. But if Dallas is going to be behind, playing from behind as much as I think they will, Rico's still going to be in play. Rico's one of those backs where he's on the field for a majority of the snaps, right? If it's passing down work, Rico's in there. If it's rushing work, he's getting the carries and he's gone. So to me, Rico's has been a trusted member of the fantasy football community and in DFS circles as of late, more specifically the last 3 games. A wild card option here, which isn't that wild, would be Bucky Irvin, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back, the rookie who's looks like he's fully supplanted Rachaad White, which was strange. Rachaad White in seasonal formats, I won't go there. He was a beautiful pick, and now it's gone south. But Bucky Irvin in Dallas, the Cowboys, 23rd overall against opposing running backs. Bucky, 13-14 carries, 60 yards, 2 to 3 receptions, another 20 yards, and I think he finds the end zone tonight. So, as I said, Tampa Bay will win this one 28-13. They clinch their ticket to the postseason, still battling for the NFC South, but all you got to do is get in. You never know what could happen there. Look at what they did last year. They went all the way to the divisional round, lost in Detroit at Ford Field, but hey, I digress. When we get some some recent betting trends, I have some really specific ones. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have covered the first quarter spread in 15 of their last 22 games. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have also hit the money line in 7 of their last 11 away games. And when we look at the Cowboys, they've hit the fourth quarter money line in 6 of their last 9 away games. But does that matter? They're at home. Why would I read that? Oh, well. The Cowboys have hit the second quarter money line in 6 of their last 9 games. So why don't we put some money on Tampa Bay to cover the first quarter spread? So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this one 28-13, and have a very Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday. Be safe, be merry, drink and cheer and do whatever you got to do. And as my gift to you, Kansas City plays in Buffalo Christmas Day at 1 p.m. and then Baltimore plays in Houston Christmas Day at 4:30 p.m. I will bring you a video for that too. One video, and we'll just comb over the slate. Patrick Mahomes, Russ Wilson, and then we have C.J. Stroud and Lamar Jackson. Should be a fantastic Christmas day. You know, you always got NBA action, so head over to the site and look around. I know we have a fantastic NBA DFS cheat sheet over there. Be good, be safe, have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you then on Christmas Day. Bye-bye.